Does your real estate blog suck the life out of those that read it? Stay tuned today as we talk about 10 tips for improving your real estate blog and driving traffic to your website. Hey, Kevin Mochel here with 180 Your Marketing. We are a real estate specific marketing firm. We work with real estate agents and loan officers. We help them be seen and be heard, attract prospects, convert those prospects into clients, and then we repeat that cycle over and over and over again. Hey, so I want to talk about websites and blogs on websites, specifically real estate agent websites. You know what? We'll talk about loan officers too. I see this on some loan officer websites, and it comes down to, does your blog suck the life out of those that read it? A lot of real estate website vendors out there provide blog posts. Sometimes it's included in the package, sometimes it's extra for their subscribers. So you could be a real estate agent, you could be a loan officer, you've got a website, it's a nice, pretty website. It's got a section on there for blog, it may be seller's tips, it may be buyer's tips, whatever it's called. And this service just auto-populates once a week, a couple times a month, a blog post for you. Looks great. There's a nice shiny picture, looks wonderful. But more than likely, this blog post isn't doing you anything great. It's not helping your business. Why is that? First of all, it's boring. Let's face it, it's boring. All right, these are people that are writing on a national scale to put out a blog post, and it's not content that people are looking for. It's not content that people want to read, and if they do read it, sometimes it's boring. So when you are looking at an outside service to do blog posts for you, are they going to give you any local mentions? That's extremely important. All right. If you've got the same blog post going out on 1,000 different agent websites and it's just vague, there's no mentions of the city or the communities that you live in and that you work in, that's not good. That's not helping your business necessarily. These blog posts rarely contribute to good SEO practices. Again, that's going to hurt your traffic that goes to your website. These blogs don't have videos. They don't have links to other blog posts on your site or to external websites. Again, this is going to hurt you instead of help you. And again, I'm going to say this. These blog posts, they're boring. So the question is, do you need a blog on your website? I'm going to make the argument, maybe. If you are going to hire someone to do a blog for you every week, and they're not going to give you any local mentions, they're not going to give you any videos, they're not going to give you any links to other blog posts within your website, no, you don't need a blog. I think that's actually doing you a disservice because nobody is going to read it. If you decide that you want to help drive organic traffic to your website via SEO or search engine optimization, I think a blog is an excellent tool that you can do, or you could actually hire out as long as you're overseeing this and you set some parameters for the copywriter that is going to put the blog together for you. I think if you're going to take those steps, you need to push forward with a blog. But I'm going to give you 10 tips on what to consider when you're putting your blog together. Tip number 1, you need to be consistent. Don't be overzealous on what you want to do. Don't sit here and say, I'm going to put out a blog post a day, because realistically, you're probably not. And if you have the time to be putting out a blog post a day, then you're not very busy in your real estate practice, and maybe you need to work on lead generation skills instead of blogging. Sorry, it's a rant. You need to be consistent. Blogging once a week is excellent. Blogging twice a month is absolutely fine. You don't have to blog every week. Blog twice a month. Start twice a month. If you're really into it, you love it, and some people really do, it's a great creative outlet for them, then maybe up it to once a week. But start twice a month. Number 2, write about content that your readers are looking for. I'm going to say that again. Write about content that your readers are searching for on the internet. You may want to talk about educational pieces here and there that you think are important, but if no one is out there and no one is searching for that type of content online, they're not going to find it. And if they don't find it, they don't read your blog, and you just invested a couple hours into something that was more of a disservice than a service for you. Find content that your readers are searching for. What are their pain points? What are their pain points that they're looking for solutions for on the internet? These are things that you want to write about. Number 3, once you have that content or that particular topic, you want to do some keyword research. There's a lot of websites. Just Google keyword research. There's a lot of websites for free that will assist you in keyword research. And what is keyword research? These are going to be terms within your blog post that you're going to use. It's great to have 6 to 10, 6 to 12 different keywords that you look for regarding that topic. These are things that people are searching for on the internet. A great tip for a keyword is use that keyword in the form of a question, as if someone was going to Google and they were looking for how to, what is, those type of questions. Put it in there, and Google will give you extra bonus points for doing that. Now, why is this important? Why do we care what Google thinks about our blog? Why do we need these extra bonus points? It's because SEO, search engine optimization, if we do all the right things on a blog post, for example, and someone goes and they search for that topic, they look for that on Google, then Google is going to say, hey, here's a match to what you're searching for. It's going to take them to your blog post. You've got them on your website. And then we need to do some other things on your website to turn them into a prospect and hopefully into a client, blah, blah, blah. Different video, different time. We need to get them first onto our website. That's why we're doing these blog posts to begin with. Okay, keyword research. Don't overdo it because Google will penalize you. So 6 to 10, 6 to 12 is a really good number of keywords to shoot for, and use 1 or 2 of those in the form of a question, like someone was looking for that particular topic on the internet. Number 4. How long does your blog need to be? We need to actually go a little bit longer than what people preached a few years ago. A few years ago it was, if you did a 750-word blog, that would be great. Google's going to love it. That's not necessarily the case today. Closer to 2,500 words seems to be a lot more dialed into what Google is looking for. So I would set a goal at a very minimum 1,500 words. Try to get closer to the 2,500. If you go longer than that, great. But if you write a 13-chapter novel, people may not be inclined to read it. So 2,500 words is really, really a good place to shoot for. Now, number 5, the use of pictures. If your blog is 2,500 words and there is nothing there to break that up visually, that is a deterrent for people. So we need to use pictures. You can use some stock pictures, stock photos. Don't go to Google and find a photo and use it in your blog. Make sure that these are pictures that are approved for you to use on your blog so that there's not going to be any copyright issues. The best way to avoid copyright issues is to take your own photos. And if you're talking about local relevant topics, why couldn't you, in a lot of cases, take your own photos and use those on your blog? Now, whatever photo that you decide to use should be optimized. What do I mean by optimized? It means you want to take that photo and you want to compress it down. Okay, so it is not a 3 gigabyte size photo. It's not going to change the dimensions, but it's going to change the aspect ratio of that particular photo so it loads quickly on your website. When it loads quickly on your website, Google gives you a big thumbs up. That is going to help you in the long run. There are websites out there for free that you can compress photos. Again, it doesn't change the dimensions, it changes what's inside the photo, so it's going to be a small file size so that that photo is going to help your page load quicker. So go to Google and look for free websites to compress photos. Number 6. Videos. I absolutely am a huge fan right now of including videos on blog posts. Couple steps for doing that. Number one, try not to make it a video of you reading the whole blog that you just wrote. Talk about it, hit the highlights, so on and so forth. Number two, take that video and start a YouTube channel, or if you have a YouTube channel, put your video on your YouTube channel and then embed it on your website. Keep in mind, who owns YouTube? By the way, speaking of YouTube, if you're getting any value whatsoever out of this video, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. But who owns YouTube? Google does. So if we are housing, or if we are putting that video on YouTube and then embedding it on our website or on our blog post on our website, we get extra bonus points. I am a big fan. I would say if you're going to take the time to do a blog, please consider doing a video. If you hate the camera, if you absolutely refuse to do a video, don't let it be a deal breaker. Still do your blog post, but try to put videos out there. What about vlogs? Vlogs are very popular. They have been for the past few years. Vlog being like a video type of blog. I think those are absolutely great. You can still use a vlog just like you would a blog. But what about the written part of that? Because there does need to be some text on that particular blog post. You can either do a synopsis in text and put it on your website along with that video, which should live on YouTube, and then you're doing that whole embed thing. And by the way, don't let the term embedding a video from YouTube onto your blog be intimidating, because it's not. Most blog portals out there have the ability for you to easily embed videos on them. You get a share code from your video off of YouTube, and you put that link, it's basically what it is, into your blog post in a certain place, and voila, the magic just happens behind the scenes. You don't have to usually do anything else from there. But if you're going to do a vlog, what about including a transcription of the blog on your website along with the video? There are services. I use a service called Otter, but there's other ones out there that you can use that will allow you to take a video. I do this for videos. I also do this for podcasts as well. And I run it through a program like Otter, and it comes back, it gives me a transcription of everything that was said. Is that transcription 100% accurate? No, but it's usually in the 90% range, depending on who you're using and depending on how clear your voice is, so on and so forth. So you're going to want to read through there, proofread it, make any changes to it, and then you can include that as well. You can get some bonus SEO points if you include transcriptions of your videos, or if you're doing podcast transcriptions in there. So think about that if you're going to do a vlog. Number 7, links. Once you start getting some blogs on your website that you're doing, start to link within your blog post to other blog posts. Major SEO bonus points for including links like that, but also it's going to help keep that reader on your website longer. The longer they're on your website, the more they're going to discover who you are. They're going to become more comfortable with you. And if you've got the right things in place on your website, you can hopefully capture them as a prospect, put them into your database, put them into your CRM, start your campaigns, maybe turn that prospect into a client at some point in time. So include links, if at all possible, to other blog posts within your website. Number 8, promote your blog. When you first start putting blog posts out, no one's going to come to it. When you put a website up there, no one's going to just randomly visit it. At least not in the masses that you're going to need to start to get prospects from that website. Same thing holds true with your blog. People aren't just all of a sudden magically going to go and read your blog. If you build it, they're not going to come. So we've got to start to promote blog posts that are out there. You can do that through organic channels on social media. You can do that through paid channels on social media. If you have a database or a CRM of customers and you put your newsletter out, or you do a drip email to them, hey guys, check out this blog post. We have to promote our content for people to read it. SEO is going to hopefully at some point in time drive some traffic to that particular blog post. That takes a while. Okay, that doesn't happen overnight. So in the absence of that, we need to work to get traffic going to our website. If you do not have people reading your blog, if you do not have people engaging with your blog, sharing on your blog, commenting on your blog, so on and so forth, then that actually hurts you with SEO. All right, Google's going to take some points away. So we've got to get some traffic going to your blog post. Number nine, we need to make sure once you start blogging that you update old blogs. I would make it a habit of once a year going in and updating old blog posts. Make some changes to them. Why are we doing that? The beauty about blog posts and the beauty about SEO and things like that is, as long as we're getting rewarded from Google, then they're going to continue to send traffic to us, even on blog posts that are 2 years, 3 years, 4 years old. But by going in and actually doing some little updates to that, it's going to give us extra bonus points with Google. So make it a habit, go in once a month and figure out, okay, 1 year ago in March, what blog post did I put out there? Those are the ones that I need to go and update. It's not going to be a very lengthy or time-consuming process, but make some small changes, some small tweaks to it. Don't delete it and redo it. Keep it there, and you're going to see some benefits. Now, number 10, because I think this is so important, is the same as number 1. You need to be consistent on putting out good quality content. Am I consistent on putting out my YouTube videos, on putting out my podcasts, on putting out things within my Facebook group? No, I'm not. I really need to be better. It's something that I struggle with. So when you're going to sit down and you're going to say, I'm going to jump into blogging, set realistic expectations of yourself. Shoot for twice a month. If you love it, you can do more than that. But be consistent for whatever it is that you're going to do. Now, I'm curious. Let me know in the comments down below, are you doing your own blog? I don't see too many people in the real estate community out there that are taking the time to invest in their own blog. So let me know, are you doing your own blog? How's it going? Are people reading? Are people engaging with that particular blog? Do you have any tips for people that are just getting started on their real estate blog journey? Put that in the comments down below. And please, hey, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. You guys, thanks for your time. I am out.